Yo, what's going on? I want to try something a little different. You know, I'm not going to claim to be some wrestling fan aficionado. Now I'm more than a casual fan these days. I used to be a big fan back in the day, but we're going to take a hypothetical look at 1998. Now, before Thursday Night Thunder, let's just say J.J. Dillon, instead of saying Goldberg would get a title shot against Hollywood Hogan on Monday Nitro, instead he gets an opportunity for #1 contendership by defending his United States title against Scott Hall. Of course, Goldberg goes on to beat Scott Hall in real life. Same thing in this scenario. You know, it's the exact same thing. Let's just say we have interference coming. So, with the victory, he has the opportunity to take on Hollywood Hogan at Bash at the Beach instead of a squash match against Kurt Hennig. And there is no Dennis Rodman or Diamond Dallas Page and Karl Malone in this scenario going into Bash at the Beach. So, with Goldberg versus Hogan at Bash at the Beach, would this have made more sense going down the pipeline? See, with the situation, you know, I started thinking, you know, I recently just kind of started watching wrestling, like, casually, you know, WWE Network or whatever, but, you know, my lifelong heart will always be with the old stuff, you know, especially ECW. You know, I'll be quick to tell anybody that Rob Van Dam is my favorite wrestler, Bret Hart, Shawn Michaels, Booker T, Chris Benoit, you know, those type of guys. But nevertheless, I mean, you know, I was a big Goldberg fan back in the day, you know, when I was in middle school, so it was quite some time ago. But I just started to wonder, I was like, man, maybe if they built that match up to be at any pay-per-view, but I'm just going to use Bash at the Beach because the Dennis Rodman, Karl Malone match, you know, with the tag match that they had, was okay. And also, in the same scenario, we're going to take Jay Leno out of it. So, let's just, well, then again, you know what? We're going to keep Jay Leno in it. We're just going to keep Road Wild the way Road Wild was. But, here we go. We got Goldberg at Bash at the Beach, United States champion, gearing up to take on Hollywood Hogan for the World Heavyweight title. Now, would this have made more sense in the grand scheme of things, you know, going later down the pipeline? Now, once I get towards the end of this video, it'll probably make more sense. Yeah, I know you're probably like, why Hogan don't have the belt? Well, I forgot to put it on. But anyways, there it is. The NWO spray-painted heavyweight title. The title is on the line in this match between Goldberg and Hogan. I'm just going to basically just show, you know, some highs and lows of the match. You know, just, you know, to casually kind of put together a little bit of a highlight package, so to speak. You know, like, here we go. You got Hogan, you know, bow, you know, hit Goldberg with the baseball bat. Then you got Hogan, you know, still running his offense on the outside. Now, one of the things I did do was I used Brian Pillman on the outside. I didn't feel like trying to create Brutus Beefcake, you know, or the Disciple, as he was known as at the time. You know, we got Goldberg spearing him, you know, through the barricade, you know, something cool. So, you know, why not add that to, you know, just give it added effect. So here we go. Got Goldberg going for the jackhammer. You know, here it is. Oh, the jackhammer. Boom. There it is, man. 1, 2, kick out. You know, you got to heighten the drama. You know, this is probably what would happen in real life. Then, you know, here it is. The spear. Let's just pretend like somebody from the NWO came out, interfered in the match. You know, Goldberg got his stuff together. And then, you know, what would have made sense for this? Let's just say, alright, you got the Karl Malone and Dennis Rodman situation. Let's just say Dennis Rodman was in Hulk Hogan's corner during this match, and somewhere lurking in the background, Dennis Rodman interferes, the Disciple interferes, and, you know, any member of the NWO at the time, like all 10,000 of them, you know, somebody interferes in the match. And let's just say that Diamond Dallas Page and Karl Malone comes out and hit these guys with the diamond cutter. So maybe we can put these guys into the scenario. You know, it's just a what if. You know, I'm not using this like, yo, if this was facts, you know what I'm saying? Like, maybe things would be different for WCW in the grand scheme of things. Hell no, man. Later down the line, I think they would have still got fucked up because Vince Russo was on some bullshit. And you already know. But David Arquette. But yeah, so we got Goldberg beating Hogan. You know, we give Hogan a little time off. You know, he's like, all right, man, I'm going to work my way back up, try to get the belt back. You know, things like that. Pardon me. All right, so even with only 1 week of build-up, I think it still would have made sense. So let's move ahead. The matchup that never happened. We have Chris Jericho taking on Goldberg at Fall Brawl. Of course, you know it's going to be a squash match. At the real Fall Brawl, Chris Jericho took on the Goldberg impersonator and, you know, destroyed him. And I think, Greenberg or whatever he called the guy. You know, so he destroyed him in like a minute and 15 seconds. You know, put him in the lion tamer, got him to tap out for it was a TV title match. So, you know, take it for whatever it's worth. It was funny that Goldberg and Sting was like on the cover of the Fall Brawl poster, but I don't even think either one was at the event. So, right here, I'm going to stop talking. I'm going to let you enjoy it. This match, this is actually, you know, I'm just going to let this entire match play, you know, free of charge. I got some stuff after this match, but yeah, enjoy Halloween Havoc 1998, Diamond Dallas Page versus Goldberg, with no telecast cutting off. Let's just pretend like Hogan and Warrior is after this match, and that match was the one that got fucking disabled on network providers for certain people. All right, I'm out. I'm shut the fuck up.
That's the first time tonight we've seen that move.
I wouldn't mind seeing it a little more often. And now, Goldberg pushing forward.
Huge impact delivered to the neck.
Oh, no! Talk about getting launched out of the ring.
We're witnessing a level of punishment that can only be described as severe.
No kidding, this is getting ugly.
Diamond Dallas Page gathering attention in a hurry. He's starting to stumble here, but he certainly comes into this championship match with a ton of momentum.
And at this point, it looks to me like this match is as even as it could get.
Oh, it's been a great match up to this point, and this could really go either way. He's in full-on attack mode now.
Nobody controls the pace of a match quite like this guy. Dishing out some serious punishment here. Diamond Dallas Page is getting ready here. The tornado powerbomb.
DDP. Oh, man. There's the finisher. This could be it.
Oh, this is insane. Well, they have to do a lot more before that.
Diamond cutter. What a finishing move. This could be it right here.
Oh, my. Check that out. The shoulders are down. He's not done fighting yet.
After the amount of punishment he suffered, it's simply amazing that he's still in this one. That packed a punch.
Oh, look at Goldberg. He's measuring his opponent, Cole. I think we're going to see it.
Let's not forget, this is for the WWE Championship.
How could we ever forget that? WWE title on the line. This is the jackhammer. Oh,
This match might be over.
Much more of that, and he's not going to last long. This is how heated it gets when the title's on the line. The champ's in trouble, but I don't expect it to last much longer. Oh, God! I felt the ring.
My God, his body's been through hell, and his ribs have bore the brunt of the attack.
And I hope we can get a doctor out here as a precaution. Damaged ribs like that can make it hard to breathe. Hey, so effective. The more punishment he takes, the slower and slower he is getting back to his feet.
He's moving like a man possessed. The challenger looking absolutely exhausted in there. The champ seems to have his number here tonight.
From where I sit, they both appear to be competing with the same amount of energy. This one can really go either way.
He sees it. Oh, boy. What's he gonna go for here, Cole?
Power. Shoulders down. Championship on the line. 2, 3. And that's the match.
Here's your winner and still the World Heavyweight Champion, Goldberg.
And I am back. Our journey finally finishes at Starrcade 1998. Now, instead of Kevin Nash taking on Goldberg, we have Hollywood Hogan taking on Goldberg. Instead of Kevin Nash winning World War III and the opportunity to take on Goldberg for the belt, we have Hollywood Hogan winning World War III. So, with Hogan winning World War III and taking on Goldberg and having the opportunity to be the one to end the streak, would this have made more sense to a lot of people? Me personally, I would have preferred that he lost to either like Sting, Bret Hart, or Hogan at the time. Right here we got the jackhammer, kick out. I'm using Hollywood Hogan, creation, of course. Shout out to the guy that created him. I don't know your name, but, I fuck with this Hogan, man. It's pretty cool. So there we go. Boom, we got a little offense from Hollywood, getting ready. Trying to do something to Goldberg. We have to set him up for the big leg drop. There it is. Run off the rope. Boom. We hit Goldberg with the leg drop. There it is. 3 count. Streak over. Streak ended. Hollywood Hogan is the new champion heading into 1999. Now, we all know what happened in 1999, January 4th. You guys were there. Goldberg was supposed to have a return match against Kevin Nash, but then, they did some stupid stuff with Miss Elizabeth, like, oh, Goldberg is stalking her, so he's detained by the cops. So Hollywood Hogan gets the opportunity to take on Kevin Nash for the belt, and the finger poke of doom happens, and WCW just falls into a tizzy and, just couldn't quite recover. It's just a lot of garbage that happened. Some high points You know, Lance Storm happened. Booker T got a world title. Scott Steiner got to talk his shit on the microphone and won the belt. But that is it, man. Let me know what y'all think, man. If y'all think this would have been a better